Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. My name is Michael. You can call me MOLT. And today we're going to be playing one of the decks that I've been having the most fun with lately. Lots of potential power, lots of control. Let's get into it. The deck is made up of Kitty Pryde, Sunspot, Nebula, Angela, Psylocke, Goose, Jeff, Storm, Cosmo, Juggernaut, Professor X, and Arrow. Now we're going to go ahead and break down these cards, and y'all can watch some live gameplay right next to me as I explain why these are in here, and then we're just going to jump into it, and you guys get to watch the madness live. So Kitty Pryde is in here just because it has an incredible amount of potential power. If you guys aren't using Kitty Pryde, you need to put Kitty Pryde into your deck. Now, obviously, if you're using Sandman decks or bigger decks, it can be difficult to play Kitty Pryde on curve at the end of the game. But if you're playing cheaper decks that have good, like, potential and cycle and whatnot, then Kitty Pryde needs to be in your deck. Absolutely incredible. Lots of power and lots of potential to catch people off guard. We also have Sunspot in here. Sunspot is in here because it works really well with Professor X. We play Sunspot down on a location where we plan to play Professor X. Now, if we can't end up playing Professor X there, then that's okay. Sunspot still has some pretty good potential to just rack up a little bit of power as we play. And the same thing goes for Nebula. Nebula, you play, and it forces people to play on a location, and if they don't end up playing on that location, you can also Professor X that, hopefully early, which will then give you +4 if you're able to get that Professor X down earlier. We've got Angela as well. Angela goes in line with these also. If you can get down Angela Nebula or Angela Kitty Pryde, Angela Sunspot, you're going to give yourself a little bit of an advantage for that, hopefully potential turn 4 Professor X, if not turn 5. And then we've got Psylocke in here. The reason Psylocke is in this deck is to work hand in hand with Professor X. Say you've got Angela and Nebula down, you play Psylocke on turn 3 on that Angela, then you can play Professor X on turn 4, locking it down, giving yourself a lot of power and a lot of control as well, depending on what your opponent has on that location. We also have Goose here. Goose is just an incredible card that locks down a location, and with the potential to play Kitty Pryde on final turn behind Goose, you pretty much guarantee yourself a win on that location, seeing that you're not going up against somebody else with some high power cheap cards. And we also have Jeff. I imagine that many of you don't have Jeff yet, and if that's the case, that's okay. Jeff is just in here to work really well with Professor X. You can play Jeff on top of Professor X, or you can play it on Angela, things like that. If you don't have Jeff, I would say you can maybe throw in Nightcrawler. You could throw in Sarah into the deck if you wanted to. I've run Sarah in this deck before, or at least in similar decks, but didn't want to in this one because I just didn't feel like it was necessary. But the choice was to Psylocke either Sarah or Psylocke Professor X, giving yourself that early power. So if you wanted to get rid of Jeff, you could do something along those lines. You also have Storm in this deck because Storm is just an incredible control card. You throw it down. If you have Sunspot and Nebula at that location, you're looking good. You might not even need to do anything. You can also play Jeff there later on, but you can also Juggernaut it, which is incredible. Juggernaut, you guys will know this about me by now. Juggernaut is hands down one of my favorite cards in the game, and I feel like it's an S tier card that a lot of people sleep on. It's wildly unexpected and wins me so many games that people are just not ready for. We also have Cosmo in here. Cosmo is a counter card in this deck. As you will see, we shut down a Dr. Doom with it and get some other predictions as well. And then also with Cosmo, we have Juggernaut. That is another control card that works well against Galactus, which we are seeing a significant amount of right now. So Goose, Cosmo, and Juggernaut all work really, really well against Galactus because you can Goose a location and then you can Cosmo another location, and then if you're winning and you feel like they're about to go for it, then you can Juggernaut location that's open, knocking it over and controlling it. But ultimately what you would like to do is play Juggernaut on final turn, especially if you have another location that is locked down with Professor X and there's room for you to move stuff. You have to be aware of how many spots are available for you to move. Otherwise, Juggernaut isn't necessarily the best final turn play, especially if you're going up against like a Hitmonkey deck or a Bounce deck or something like that, then Juggernaut's not going to be good. You'd want to use it earlier on to prevent them from being able to Beast or Falcon or something like that. Then Professor X is here just to lock down. Like I said, people aren't expecting it on turn 5 or on turn 4. They just aren't. So you can Psylocke Professor X, shut down a location, and then it's like, okay, cool. You want to keep going? And if you have Kitty Pryde down, as you guys will see in this game, our Kitty Pryde gets massive, and it's just, it's nuts. So Professor X, lots of control ability there with with that card, and it just works really, really well. And then we also have Arrow in this deck as our final card, 5 cost. So that means final turn we could play Arrow and Kitty Pryde, which is good because obviously if we have Professor X down at a location and we feel like we can't maybe use Juggernaut or something like that, or we don't draw into it, then we can play Arrow on a different location and play Kitty Pryde on that other location to gain that power there. So it's a fun deck. By any means, it's not the best deck. Like, I'm not just going to continue to do videos on Sarah Control or on High Evolutionary because that's boring to me. This game is about being creative and catching people off guard, and that's what we're doing here. So let's go ahead and get into these live games for y'all. I am going to... man, what is it going to be? It's Jeff. Okay. So we go here and we go here. And hopefully this pushes it to the middle, which is what's going to allow us to potentially play... okay, very interesting. Wonder if they were planning on playing Professor X right here. So, if I'm honest, I don't think, like, they're not gonna be prepared for what we're gonna do, I don't believe. I want to Professor X right here. And then yeah, so I'm gonna go for this just because I don't trust that they don't have like Dr. Doom or something. And this is gonna be a little bit stressful with them. 5, 6, 7. We gotta add 7 power to this location. Their plan is definitely to play Professor X as well, which is why they have Spider-Man and Jeff. Not sure if they're going to lock down this location or not. But final turn, we really could just play Jeff over on the right. And... yeah, I don't know. This one is definitely going to be interesting. Is it? I mean, there's no way they would. Okay. Wow. So that's a pretty good play by them, honestly. 3. Oh no, they can only get up to 8 right there. Okay, cool. Here's what I'm gonna do. Just in case I feel like they're gonna try and play Dr. Doom or something. Oh, baby. Tisk. Come on, man. All right, nothing to play here, but we do have Angela and Psylocke, which will allow us to play Professor X early. Or we have Psylocke, which will allow us to play Professor X early. So we'll go ahead and go Angela here. And then... I don't like that. I'm going to need a 1-drop. If I can draw into Kitty, Nebula, or Sunspot, that'll be ideal here. Okay, 6. So we'll go here and here. And then we've got Juggernaut to potentially win for us after this. Hopefully they don't play a... whatever the frick it is over here. Oh, they're not even... it's just regular... Okay, so they're going to play Patriot. Oh, my... Bro, what? I'm gonna lock this down right now. Because I can play Jeff over there. That was so sus. Yes! What was it? Oh, that's kind of funny. Okay. We can go here. And here. Oh, I don't like this. All right, so if they play Patriot over right here, they get 2, 4, 6, 8. No, they get double. Frig, bro. Well, wait, I can... Oh my gosh, give me Storm. We'll let this one ride. Again, when I get to Infinite, I don't really friggin' care. Okay. So that does seem like a fairly big commitment, if I'm honest. So I can do this and this. And I can snap right back at him. And they can't do anything. Unless they have Jeff. And that's not going to do anything. Dude, that was incredible. I didn't do the math, so I hope that I'm right. But it's going to subtract a lot from over here. Yeah. Why did I not do the math? That was way too freaking risky. Oh, that was way too risky. Okay. Nebula's not bad right here. Honestly, dude, Nebula Goose and then Goose Nebula on a different location and then Sunspot could be friggin' disgusting. I know I just said a lot of words right there. I know I just said a lot of words right there. Oh, that sucks. I think I'm gonna do this first and then I'll go. Of course, they mirror match exactly where my one drop is. I'm gonna be honest. I think I want a Goose over here too, just to piss them off. Dude, they literally can't play any of their big cards, and then I just skip. Now, could they be playing Killmonger? Yes. Actually, there's a very good chance that they could be playing Killmonger. Okay. All right. Are they gonna play friggin' Killmonger, dude? This will be interesting. There's a part of me that thinks they're good. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Okay. I don't know what I would want to play here. Maybe if we draw into Psylocke, I would play it on Vormir. Oh, yup. Kitty on this is friggin' nasty, dude. Oh, heck yeah, dude. And then we get Psylocke over here. Sheesh. Kitty Pryde is going to get absolutely massive. I am going to need to be careful of... I'm going to need to be careful of potential Killmonger. Some people are playing Thanos Destroy. So I need to be a little bit careful of that. Look at that, though. Okay. Okay. The plan is going to be to play Juggernaut over here. Potentially. And then honestly, to not... I'm not gonna play Kitty Pryde again. I don't think that there's any need for me to play Kitty Pryde again, if I'm honest. I think think the best play for me is arrow in the middle. And then we go Juggernaut. Well, they reveal first, so they can't take out our Kitty Pryde. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and do this. That sucks really bad, actually.
Clear for takeoff.
Especially because now I don't believe. Oh no. Okay, good. So we will be winning. This will come back to our hand and we'll be winning. So we can snap now. I'm not sure if they think that they've got this in the bag or not. But we snap and we go Juggernaut. We reveal first. Are they going to have Killmonger? That is the biggest question. And I want to be able to activate this twice more, just in case. So we will do this. We will send this over here. And if it's Killmonger, then they definitely don't win. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, a 62 kitty? Sheesh. My goodness. Let's go, dude. All right, y'all, that's going to be it for this control deck. I hope that y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video. Comment down below your favorite card in this deck. All right, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.